Hey Gearheads, this is Drew Krag with Gearwire.com, and we're here with another home studio workshop. Today we're going to be looking at some microphones, and we have the Studio Project C1 large diaphragm condenser microphone. It is a condenser microphone, so it does require phantom power, and condenser microphones are generally used for quieter instruments like acoustic guitar, any acoustic instruments, vocals, stuff like that. Stuff that requires a little bit more sensitivity of a microphone. Generally, condenser microphones have
I hate to do this to you, but can we start again?
How dare you?
I know, it's because I am recording.
All right. Hey Gearheads, this is Drew Krag with Gearwire.com for another home studio workshop. Today we're looking at microphones, and we have the Studio Project C1 large diaphragm condenser microphone. Generally, condenser microphones are better for quieter acoustic instruments or vocals, acoustic guitar, cello, or really anything that's a little bit quieter and requires a very pronounced and clear high end. Just about everything you're hearing right now is coming through the C1, so even though I'm kind of further away from the microphone, you can hear I'm being picked up pretty well. But we're going to be looking at this microphone on a Goya acoustic guitar, which is kind of like a foreign-made Martin. And as you can see, the microphone comes with this neat little carrying case to keep it protected. Condenser microphones are generally very fragile, so you have to take very careful precautions when you're setting them up on the stands. You can't drop them. If you drop them once, they're generally going to die. And of course, they require phantom power for them to work properly. So let's just take a look at how this microphone sounds on this acoustic guitar. I'm going to start out with the mic placement about 6 inches away from the sound hole, just at a 90-degree angle, dead on. And it's going to sound a little bit pretty full, a lot of low end, very pronounced. So as you can hear, a very pronounced high end, very clear. You're probably going to hear a little bit of hiss with some condenser microphones. You have to take extra precautions like turning off air conditioners or closing the window. Little sounds in the background will definitely be picked up with condenser microphones. They're ideal for using them in isolation booths where there's absolutely no sound. You can get some really good results there. As you notice, we are in our live room here, and so there's a lot of reverberation in the room that's being added to the signal. But that can be a very desired tone. As a matter of fact, I love this room for acoustic guitars. So that's something to keep an ear out for. I'm going to try a slightly different mic placement, and instead of moving the mic around, I'm just going to move myself and tilt myself about 45 degrees to the right so we can get kind of an off-axis mic placement. So right now, the diaphragm of the microphone is facing inside the hole at an angle, so it should be able to get some deeper tones in the guitar, but it won't be as boomy as it was before. So you can hear it's got a little bit more of an even range to it, less low end. Actually, I prefer that sound a little bit more. Maybe if I got a little bit closer. So there you have it. That's the Studio Project C1 condenser microphone. Very useful. I really like it on vocals particularly. On the guitar, it sounds good if you team it up with another microphone, say a dynamic mic a little bit closer to the guitar, and then you can have this a little bit further away for the room sound. But it's a nice mic. I think it retails. It goes for about $200 or $300, and it's definitely worth it for a less expensive condenser microphone to just have laying around the studio for whenever you need it. So again, that's the Studio Project C1. Thanks for watching.